Blue-Red Prowess featuring Ledger Shredder and Phoenix. I know I've been talking about... people keep asking me about putting Ledger Shredder in the like Jeskai Phoenix deck that I was working on a lot, or been working on a lot over the last few months. And I think in this Jeskai shell, the Jeskai shell with Demi-Lich, the one that, we're kind of a bit more familiar with, Shredder doesn't make a lot of sense. Sorry, there shouldn't be the cigarette on here. But just where this version, what's really strong about this version is getting to be really resilient to removal, really grindy, really inevitable in the late game. But I do think that Shredder makes a lot of sense in this version, which is, if you guys remember how Phoenix was back when Faithless Salvaging was legal, there was like the Thing in the Ice blue-red version, and then there was this mono-red Prowess version that was also pretty powerful. And we've spent some time recently playing Shredder in blue-red Prowess, liked it a lot there. And I think like once we've established that Shredder makes sense in blue-red Prowess, then it makes sense to kind of include it in a blue-red Prowess Phoenix shell, a archetype that has found success in the past, and I think has room to find success in this current format too. I was playtesting it yesterday. This deck felt very, very exciting. Very, very exciting. There's a lot of red removal at the moment, so I think being in on a lot of Mutagenic Growths is a good thing to do. I'm on 3 Mutagenic Growths main, one side. There's also like a lot of Cascade, and I find that this archetype tends to struggle against Cascade, so I'm like going really heavy on the 1 mana counter spells. But I'm stoked about this list. I was performing really well yesterday. Very powerful. I think it makes a lot of sense too. And Salvaging is also a card that is, maybe the best enabler for Arclight Phoenix that currently exists in Modern. It's 2 mana, discard a card, draw a card, rebound. And this card is actually also pretty good in a Prowess shell, where it's going to result in, either 2 triggers for Prowess, Swiftspear, helps you trigger Connive for Shredder, and the card is also card advantage if it's your last card cast too, which is always nice to have a draw to in the Prowess deck. No graveyard hate feels odd. Well, we have a lot of Cascade hate for Living End, so I'm not of the opinion that we need dedicated graveyard hate when Dredge is not popular. We have a lot of Cascade hate for Living End, and even in the case of like Dredge or any graveyard deck, we can just like aggro them, We have the blue counter spells for Reanimator. Okay, definitely gonna keep this hand. It's gonna be kind of close between keeping second Lava Dart and keeping third land. Let's go ahead and keep, I think, second Lava Dart on the draw. Sorry for that being so loud. Let me turn down my volume. Dixon, thank you for the 13 months though. Appreciate ya. Glad you're liking the stream still. The more time passes, the more Spike seems bourgeoisie. What are you on about? Pitch Dart. I think on the draw, I'd rather pitch a land. Yeah, that salvaging definitely important for the hand here. We'll see what my opponent's on. Maybe blue, black, shadow. Let's go what it seems like. Jegantha into the hand, pass. Hardcast Phoenix next turn, which is going to be very strong in this matchup, I imagine. Very good against the mirror decks, typically. Hopefully my opponent doesn't have a threat this turn, though. Where we put Stormwing Entity instead of Swiftspear, so we can make turn 12 very Prowess. Stormwing Entity is not a playable modern card, in my opinion. Stormwing Entity is just like, it's just so bad. I'm sorry. The card is just like, it's very slow. It doesn't have haste. It doesn't have a, it's very fragile to removal. I really am of the opinion that the card is not where you want to be. Okay, Lava Dart taken. This is a pretty anemic game, obviously. We're on a mulligan, we had our Salvaging Inquisition, but hopefully get some more exciting action going forward. I do like the blue-black Shadow deck. Looks like they're on kind of the first list I was playing around with. We should have a pretty fine chump block here, though. Big top deck as well. If we could draw like Expressive Iteration, Manamorphose, another Phoenix. It's just that easy. It's just that easy. Udok with the 14 months. Nice with the Twitch Prime. Appreciate you. Depends on the show, and Blitzstorm is quite fine. I don't know. Blitz, like... I talk about, like... Yeah, I think Blitz is, like... Hasn't done anything in Modern in a long time. I think that, like, I would... there are now better threats to play than Stormwing Entity 2. Okay, up a game against blue-black Prowess. This is definitely a matchup where you don't want Mutagenic Growth as your... as they have black base removal, not red. Gonna bring in the, I think, full 4 Flusterstorm instead. Or 3 Flusterstorm instead and click Submit. Maybe Lava Dart is what Phoenix was needing. Yeah, Lava Dart and Phoenix always play so well together. It's great in this shell to have 4 Dart, 4 Phoenix to either connive or surveil into the graveyard too. So you just have so much card advantage in the shell. Have I changed my opinion on March of Reckless Joy? No. I still really dislike that card. I don't know why I would have changed my opinion. Okay, gonna keep this hand. Definitely much stronger than their first one. Always hate to start the first stream with a new brew off with a somewhat awkward mulligan, but here we go. Blanchett with the 13 months. Appreciate you. Another turn 1 Inquisition. Taking one of my 2 Swiftspears. Oh, pretty easy Swiftspear attack. We'll draw a Bauble next turn. Bit worried about my Shredder just dying here, but I think I'm supposed to jam it. Tech for Mega Doogie. You posted a good chat, I can take a look. Deadbird. Fairy Archon, Priest, Persist, Rights. I mean, I don't like these like bigger gifts and given builds, to be honest. I've spent a lot of time with them. I think that they are not that good. Okay, guess we could have played around that. Yeah, I've spent a lot of time with the Reanimator list. I think that these versions are not that good. I know you only have 1 gifts, but I think that this version is worse than the Ephemerate version. I am definitely of the opinion, I keep saying this, but it is my opinion what this archetype was missing is not another 2-mana looter. I really am not of the opinion that Tainted Indulgence is a big upgrade specifically for the like Archon of Cruelty Reanimator list. I think it's a bigger upgrade for like the Goryo's Vengeance deck. I think it's a bigger upgrade for, you know, other lists that care more about looting. What this deck really needs is like another Persist. And I know that you're playing, you know, more copies of Priest of El Race than these lists usually do play, and I think that that's fine. But I just don't. I would prefer to play the Ephemerate version that I've been playing rather than this version. And I know because I've played this version, I just do think that it's worse. Power level overall just has always kind of felt like a step down. I forgot to put in the Evoke Elementals. Or is it just missing that many cards? Really? 30. Oh yeah, you're just missing the Evoke Elementals. All right, go ahead and resubmit it with the full list, huh? Yeah, it did look a little light. I was kind of not sure what I was missing. Okay, yeah, go ahead and what is it just 4 Ephemerate for? Is it just 4 Ephemerate, 4 Grief, 4 Solitude that's missing? What discard else aside from Shredder do we have in this list? We have Faithless Salvaging, which in my opinion is the best enabler for Phoenix, where it discards your Phoenix and then it sets you up on the next turn with an extra spell cast. And it's also like good to trigger Prowess, it's good to trigger Surveil twice, good to trigger Shredder. And you also have DRC to surveil Shredders into the yard. So you actually set up for a lot of turns where you're like surveilling like a lot of lava darts and Phoenixes into the yard, just really going through your deck trying to high roll there. Alright, I have a Lightning Bolt in my hand, my opponent's tapped out. Surprised they're playing Leyline in the Void. I feel like the Living In matchup's pretty good. Okay, kind of weird match 1. Let's just plow through. Still up, 2-0. Probably over like the gifts and like the second priest. And you can maybe play a second priest in the sideboard, but I think I would like to see like at least 3 Muldrifter 75, 2 main 1 side, 2 main 2 side, something like that. David, 3 months, appreciate you. I don't think Scheming Fence is playable in Moderns, and I don't think I would play the Sun Titans either. So I feel like it's a pretty good way to make room for the Muldrifters. The Ashaks are interesting. They're pretty cool. You get to mill yourself. Okay, we're against a Mull to 4 here. Just what a weird start today, huh? I'm always getting 4 or 5 lands a game with the 17 land deck. Well, if you're new to twitch.tv/AspiringSpike, you'll recognize that I just kind of always flood. But I mean, this deck also has, it has 4 Mishra's Bauble, 4 Manamorphose, 4 Salvaging, 4 Shredder, 4 Expressive Iteration. There's a lot of like, you see a lot of cards. So I even like think it may be correct to go down to 16 lands. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think storming into D can be fine in Pioneer, yeah. Okay, Arid Mesa, Bant Triome, Scalding Tarn. An interesting start. I think my opponent's going to Wrenn and 6 me. No. Scion of Draco. Can explain Mutagenic Growth over Gutshot with only 1 Prowess creature. Yeah, there's a whole lot of Murktide at the moment. There's like infinite Murktide players on Magic Online, and I'm really interested in countering their burn spells for 0 mana. Yeah, it's also like if you like I don't love playing Gutshot over Mutagenic Growth as like that 0 mana like extra spell, because like if you're attacking with a creature, Mutagenic Growth is more damage. Sure, your opponents may have a 1 toughness creature, but outside of Ragavan and Dragon Rage's Channeler, there are very few 1 toughness creatures in Modern. There are surprisingly, shockingly few. And okay, another Scion is kind of bad. And this card has like the huge upside of being just Force of Will or mental misstep. I think we can graveyard that. Probably salvaging, discard a Lava Dart here. How have I not found a creature yet? 2 mil. Okay, I'm gonna go Lava Dart them, main phase, trying to surveil a stupid Phoenix into the yard specifically, or ideally any sorcery or any creature. Okay, there's our sorcery. So we have a salvaging rebound here. So we can go upkeep, trigger salvaging, Lava Dart my opponent, keep the lightning bolt on top, draw the lightning bolt, draw another card. My opponent's gonna be at 11, then 10 off the dart, effectively 8 after flashback both darts, attack with both channelers, bolt them to death. But so I think with my opponent only having 1 card in their hand, this is correct. And I could also potentially kill the Scion if they leave it back to block. Do you think Blue-Black Murktide is good against Blue-Red Murktide? I do, yes. Your threats are more resilient to their red removal than like Shadow, Murktide, very resilient to the red removal. Your black removal is a bit more online. I'd say it's a close matchup, but I have been winning it. Is it Blast? That's a good question. It could be Calibrated Blast. Actually, them getting second Blood Crypt kind of implies that. If it is Calibrated Blast, we're dead if they have it, and they do usually mulligan for it. So maybe it's like their hand is land Throes of Chaos. Yep. Dang it. You guys summoned the Calibrated Blast to their hand. Tank, 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 tank. Calibrated Blast. Damn it. Okay. So Invasive Surgery doesn't counter the Blast, unfortunately. Yeah, second Blood Crypt is definitely the indicator there. I think we just bring in the Flusterstorm to the Growths again and click Submit. If we can stay above 15 too, that's really also going to do a lot for us, just like being able to tank a Calibrated Blast hit and then killing them. Okay, we can keep this. This is definitely the kind of hand that like kind of needs to find a Flusterstorm at some point, but we can find a Flusterstorm. Invasive Surgery is going deep. Yeah, there's just like so much Living End, and like there's not that much Rhinos, but there's still some Rhinos. But Living End is like such a popular deck. It's one of this deck's worst matchups. This deck is definitely the kind of strategy where I don't think that you want to try to over sideboard and have like so many freaking answers to different things and spread yourself too thin. I kind of think you just want to like pick some decks to beat, pick your bad matchups, and then try not to over sideboard too much. At least that's kind of always been my philosophy. Well, hitting Phoenix there is pretty nice. That feels really good. Grudge for Dragon? Yeah, maybe. We have a Stomping Ground for sideboard, Ancient Grudge. Okay, drawing Emrakul. It's good for us. No dragon this game, though. So I can Phoenix this turn by casting Iteration, Bolt, discard Dart, Flashback Dart. Seems fine. Decent chance to kill my opponent next turn. Can tank a Calibrated Blast hit. Sunscorched Desert me down to a humble, meager 16. And they hit a Sign of Draco and they decide to kill my Channeler instead of killing me. So I can't. I'm not gonna shock and go down to 15. Maybe they have another Sunscorched Desert in their hand though. But I'm going to go red, red. Oh boy. Channeler. So now if I hit a Phoenix off my Lava Darts, I win. So I think I'm supposed to dig for that. Another Lava Dart. Might as well, I think. Just get one more look at the possible win here. The time has passed for Flusterstorm, though. Okay, so now we're going to be dead to Sunscorched Desert plus them, Calibrated Blasting for lethal. It's kind of like a narrow range for them to have. It kind of feels like they have it, though, with them like taking the line to blast the Shredder and not me. Oh, sorry. I should have just shocked and Lava Darted them for lethal. I don't know how I missed that we had that. I did miss it, though, and didn't get punished. It's pretty embarrassing. Alright, going to game 3. I do like, so my opponent's rolled to 5. I do like having double Swiftspear in this matchup. It's maybe correct to put back the Shredder on the draw. I think that's probably correct. They're still on their mulligan decision. They kept 5. Halimar Depths. I didn't really play this card. It's actually a little bit interesting, the decision point to hold the Bauble or play the Bauble here. Holding it for next turn's extra damage. I could potentially try to like just get like a tap Steam Vents and like maybe dig for Flusterstorm. I think that's probably fine to do this. Especially when we know there's no turn 2 sign of Draco this game. Lightning Bolt on top. Probably too good to put back. Especially when I'm just like pretty easily able to tank a hit this game. So we can get a tapped Steam Vents end of turn. Probably. Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. I think I just still lead on the Manamorphose. I don't know. There's a chance we like hit a Channeler. We want to trigger Surveil with the Bauble. Looks like they're going to blast me. They hit Autochron Worm. Blast me down to 3. But I think there's a good chance I'm just killing them this game too. Blue-red. So I guess we can Bauble ourselves. Lava Dart on top. So if I Lightning Bolt them right now, put them to 11 and then attack for 8. Then my Lava Dart drawn off the Bauble is not quite lethal. If I go Iteration into Dart, Flashback, Dart, that's 3 more Prowess triggers though. Which is lethal, okay. Assuming I counted correctly, but I think I got there. Alright, turn 3 kill. Nice calibrated blast deck. 2-0. 2-0 with a new brew 30 minutes into the stream. Always a good place to be. How is Arclight Phoenix also not technically bird? It is. Creature type. Oh no, what? Dude, I totally thought this was a bird. I don't know why. Yeah, it's awesome. Obviously, it's not. Got Mandela affected into thinking this was a bird. Alright, well, we'll have to petition Wizards for some errata. I totally thought it was. Yeah, scam title. Let's keep 12 Wing. 8 Aven. Terrible names. You should be ashamed. Alright, let's play turn 1 Channeler. I graveyard that. Definitely need to find a land soon. An upkeep stop, I guess. Might want to upkeep Bolt. Opposing Expressive Iteration. I guess maybe it was better to... No, it was better to Bauble myself, because if they go like Red Source Bolt my Channeler, and I Bauble myself, and I see a creature or sorcery on top, I can Mutagenic Growth myself. Probably just play a creature though. Yeah. So if we had a creature or sorcery right now. Oh no, it was Phoenix! No! Fuck, it was Phoenix! And we would have milled the not land. Oh man. So rough. Saw the line too late. Okay, opponent kept to 1 land or 2. We're equal now. Land. Okay, Channeler gives us redemption. They did keep a card on top. They played an Arid Mesa. It's like a Prowess Mirror, because we saw Iteration. It is a Prowess Mirror. Okay, so we're going to upkeep Bolts. See who's built the better Prowess list. I feel like in this situation you want to Surveil to look for land anyway. Maybe. I'd like 2 draws, the Bauble 2. It's like really bad if I miss. Would have worked out, you know, we would have, you know, it was like definitely the case between probably like winning this game really easily or being in a tough spot. Put in Exiles, Spirebluff Canal. The second Serum Vision's cast of the game. So we do have a Lava Dart in the graveyard, so... Hold on. Oh, that draw is really interesting. I can go Manamorphose, Faithless Salvaging, discard Phoenix, Mutagenic Growth, attack for a 7, kill them next turn. Obviously, my opponent might also kill me on the backswing, especially if I'm... especially if I pay 2 life here, though. So maybe it's better to just flashback Lava Dart this turn. Yeah, I can still bring back the second Phoenix next turn. Okay, keep the land top. Do you play standing? I have a standing desk. I like to pivot between standing and sitting so that I can be a bit more focused during the stream, although it doesn't work. Sister Stick, yeah, she's been like hacking for like 2 weeks straight. Tested negative for COVID. She's also like done this our entire relationship. I think she has like a deviated septum or something, and I keep pushing her to go see a doctor, a specialist for this, and she's kind of like resigned to hacking her whole life. So we're working on it. She's at least taking medicine now. I attack you. Thank you for the 11 months. Appreciate you. What is this deck? You're a genius. Yeah, I took a day off. Got some decks prepped. This is the one I'm most excited for. It felt very, very strong in playtesting yesterday. Okay, Shock's down to 5, so they're definitely gonna die on the backswing, I think, if they can't kill me here. It'd be tough for them to kill me here, although Manamorphose is always the way to start. I guess, you know, maybe definitely is a little strong. No, it's not. Darts me down to 13. Light up the stage. 4, 5, 11. No, they hit Mutagenic Growth. Fuck. Damn it, that's lethal. I think. Did they have to hit exactly Mutagenic Growth, or did any 0 mana spell did it? 12, yeah, any 0 mana spell did it. Okay, game 2. Frustrating. Gonna bring in my own 4th copy of Mutagenic Growth. I'm probably trimming 1 Lava Dart and probably not bringing in Flusterstorms. And clicking submit. Do you think a Tarkus Command is a modern power level card that could be good in the future? Has been power crept out? I mean, it's still like a fine spell to play in burn. That card is power level. I'd say yes. Yeah, if we had cast that Mutagenic Growth, game probably is pretty easy. We'll keep the Bauble ourself trick in mind going forward. This hand is great though. This hand's really good, especially on the play. Thank you, Heian. I did. Thank you. Good morning to you too. Opponent says they need a minute. That's fine. Morning, Andrea. Good morning to you. What about Kolagon's Command? Yeah, the card's good in every deck. Or so I'm told. Oh, this was... Oh, I didn't realize this was an earlier message. No, the problem with Faithless Looting is that card's just like raw card disadvantage. Salvaging can be card advantage though. My opponent's going to turn 1 light at this HP. That's fine. Yeah, oh, dude, we drew second Phoenix. Oh, man. Please don't have Graveyard Hate. My opponent would not dare have Graveyard Hate here. I guess we do also need to find another land. We have like 4 looks at it between Draw Step, Salvaging Draw, Manamorphose Draw, and the Channeler Surveil. White Stomping Ground. We have 4 Ancient Grudge in the sideboard. Yeah, it's for Ancient Grudge. They Lava Darted my Swiftspear. Now they're trying to cast this light up the stage, but they missed. They missed me, and now they're targeting me. And then there's the Stormwing entity. Yeah. Hard cast Mutagenic Growth. No, it's just it's for the Ancient Grudges. Yeah, with Stomping Ground, you can pay 2 life to cast your Mutagenic Growths. Okay, so have missed on the 3rd spell so far. We have 2 more looks, and our deck is like, mostly spells, so I'm feeling pretty good about our chances. Although, that's the, I guess that's the awkward part about playing Mishra's Bauble. Not an instant or sorcery, no! Fuck. We're still, like, very ahead, but hurts to not find the spell to get back our 2 Phoenixes on turn 3. We had 4 looks. Okay, it feels good to win anyways. Game 3. I made a mistake game 1, Puna made a mistake game 2. Hopefully, no mistakes are made game 3. I would have birded into Channeler. I've already cast 1 spell from the Faithless Salvaging on my upkeep. Also, if I play bird into Channeler, like, when am I casting the Manamorphose? Like, I'm not going to get to Connive. I have to play Channeler before Bob for Manamorphose. Surgery for Cascade decks, yeah. Like, Living End is just so popular right now. And I think that with these this type of decks, it can be very easy to play a list like this and, like, over sideboard and spread your sideboard too thin. I think it makes a lot more sense to just, like, target, like, 1 or 2 bad matchups or, like, 3 bad matchups and try not to over sideboard too much. My left headphone just died. I'm trying to stick... I hate listening to music with just the right headphone. So I'm trying to, like, twist the right headphone to go my left ear. Anonymous, thank you for 4 months. Appreciate you. It's hard to mulligan Salvaging Manamorphose Phoenix. But this hand is definitely feels maybe too slow on the draw in this matchup. Bolt. Second Phoenix. It's hard to feel too bad about second Phoenix here, though. Yeah, if only there was a cheap and affordable wireless headphone that would sponsor me, and I could have an infinite supply and switch out between stream mode. Stay tuned this week to see if any wireless earbud company sponsors Aspiring Spike. Okay, opponent has kept a 1-lander in all 3 games. Oh, you know what? I should probably salvaging before they, like, spell pierce me, though. They spell pierce the salvaging, the game ends. We'll try to not have that happen. Yeah, I have these. I have Bose headphones right now, and, like, I think that I would definitely recommend these for people who, like, really like audio quality. I've been on a long quest for good wireless headphones because it really helps me stay focused and energetic during the stream and not zone out. But, like, they feel weird in my ears a little bit, and the battery life is also not great. This is my review of the Bose headphones. Maybe I should just cast the Bolt. That's probably fine to get this cast too. Yeah, here though, Mutagenic Growth to make this. Oh, it's 5. It's gonna be 5 toughness, isn't it? Am I gonna flashback dart on the Swiftspear? I guess I am. All right. 2 Phoenixes, turn 3. We're living in 2016, baby. Or no, not 2016, 2018. New shirt, new haircut. It's an old shirt, but yeah, I did get a new haircut. Went to Great Clips. It was great. The guy was fast. He cut my hair super well, and he didn't say a single word to me the entire time. And I was really happy. I told him it was the best haircut I've had in years. Give him a big tip. I was really, really happy. It was the perfect storm for a good haircut. And then I did it with my dad, because they wanted to take Esther out as a graduation present, and he was like, "That's the best haircut you've ever had." You don't like the chat? Not really, no. Guess maybe we should just dart them, play Phoenix, kill them next turn. No, I don't like the small talk. I don't know, man. Listen, it's nothing against them. I don't know. I get weird with like strangers touching my hair anyways. Like, I'm just not a big fan. Yeah, and it's also like, you know, the small talk is often not the most interesting. Why you stream without a chair? Well, you know, I've been sitting in a chair my entire life. It feels, you know, just nonstop sitting in a chair streaming. I think has left me like less healthy, less energetic, and it feels good to be standing. It feels good to stand. Yeah. If you ever pour with like a consistent barber, it is definitely different. But yeah. All right, we are off to a 3-0 start here with blue red or 8 bird. Although these aren't birds, so the stream title is actually just clickbait. Not until September are new cards entering our beloved formats, so I need to I think slow down a little bit. Playing against Oops All Spells? Damn it. Alright. Well, Spike, I feel like your lack of graveyard hate is a big problem. Don't worry, chat. Don't worry, chat. I have counter spells. I can beat Living End. I can beat Reanimator. I'm not gonna run into like freaking Oops All Spells. There's no way. All Spells doesn't play Awakening? Yes, they do. Awakening is the best one in Oops All Spells. This is the best land in Oops All Spells. You might be thinking of Belcher. Try different decks. Alright. This is like the nightmare matchup. I don't know what you want. Graveyard 8. Not today. What's our plan? I think maybe on Ancient Grudge Magus, the mana denial plan. We could also maybe kill them on the play. Yes, maybe no grudges on the... No Magus is on... Well, you know, Magus is better on the play. Fuck. Yeah, what if we just move off of the Phoenix plan? Because Phoenix is like a bit slower, grindier. Just be very aggressive, very low to the ground. Yeah, the win is pretty convoluted for Oops All Spells. It always takes a long time to explain, but the general idea is they cast Balustrade Spy or Undercity Informer. They mill their entire deck. In their deck is 4 Creeping Chills, like you saw. Sounds really bad against a piece of artifact mana if they draw Grudge, but I'll keep. They mill their entire deck. They mill their entire deck, and then they hit 4 Creeping Chills, and then in their graveyard is also 4 copies of Vengevine, and a Salvage Titan. And then they use that Salvage Titan to cast a second creature spell for the Vengevines. It's a little convoluted. They have to use Sword of the Meek on Narcomoebas. And then they get to attack with the Vengevines and the Creeping Chills. That's going to be like 12 plus 16, which is 28. And that's usually enough to win the game by itself. But if it's not, they also play Memory's Journey in order to shuffle Thassa's Oracle to the top of their library. They'd win with Thassa's Oracle. I think this decision point's a bit harder than it looks, but I I'll just play the Channeler. Hopefully they just don't have a piece of artifact mana this turn. Okay, awesome. So you can't fizzle them with Surgical or not something? Yeah, Graveyard Hate is good against them. Although one Surgical does not beat the deck. Okay, there's their artifact. Yeah, one Surgical does not beat the deck. Which is, you know, I mean, yeah, but other Graveyard Hate is good against them. But, you know, my plan, I had like a pretty, I think, cohesive plan for other matchups today. Oops All Spells is definitely a blind spot on my current matchup spread. Guess I'll keep that. Well, I suppose I also lose my Surveil. Pact of Negation, wow. Mom, thank you for the 11 months, appreciate you. Thank you, Queen S. Maybe someone wants to copy paste that into the for a command, because I definitely had to go through the explanation many times in my career. All right, I guess I'm looking for Manamorphose or another Ancient Grudge. Oh, let's go. Maybe we should have actually used. No, that's gonna be fine now. They do play a lot of artifact mana, so the Ancient Grudges definitely seem pretty reasonable. What's my reasoning for Magus over regular Blood Moon or Alpine Moon? Besaid. I want this card for Tron and Titan. They play a lot of Besaid use. Okay. Someone already got it, Kerberos, but thank you. And thank you, Mar, for doing that. Okay, we somehow won a game in what certainly appears to be the nightmare matchup. I think I'm going to click submit. Hoping to see them mulligan real low. Although this hand kind of has it. They mulled a 6 also. There may be hope yet, chat. There may be hope yet. What is Invasive Surgery? Cascade. Specifically Living End. Like, Living End is super popular, and it's really good against Prowess usually, in my experience, so... I think that it makes a lot of sense to, like, really try to respect the matchup. Yeah, I was definitely hoping that they wouldn't have a... ramp spell. What are you gonna do? So yeah, I think we have to bobble this turn to just try to have the best chance to Magus next turn. Okay, like that card's on top. Another Talisman. They didn't play a land this turn. I could maybe go for Manamorphose. No, sorry. No, it's fine. We can just do this. We've got time. Like I said, they still have to top deck lands to get up to their 4-drop anyways. They have another Pintab Prism? No, that is worst case scenario by so much. It's like so frustrating. Okay, just another Grudge though. We're going from worst case scenario to best case scenario. What a roller coaster. I got 4 of these Grudges though. They're paying costs, which you have to assume is another artifact. Maybe Sword of the Meek. Yeah, Sword of the Meek this time. Okay. I think we have to... I think we have to slam the Magus because we're just at them top decking a land. I know that now we can't flashback Ancient Grudge until we draw a green source. They have Belcher? Oh no. Oh wait, but now I can just go... I can just bolt my own Magus and then Grudge this? Doesn't really matter if I bolt pre-combat or post, I guess, either, because I get the Ancient Grudge Prowess trigger. Need green mana? Yeah, I know. It's both the old Magus. Obviously, we're dead to a 4 mana creature. Damn it. I don't know. We did everything we could. We did everything we could. I don't think there's a way for them to break here. Their hand was 2 Creeping Chills. Oh, man. Yeah, but they're going to get... yeah, the 3 Sword of the Meeks in play here, which they get to return Salvage Titan to hand, cast Salvage Titan, kill me with the Vengevines. Yeah, frustrating. Their draw was really, really good. So was ours, too. So was ours. Close hand. Close hand. My opponent's on a mulligan to 6. I think I'll keep this on the draw. This hand's very good if we draw a Salvaging or a Shredder or an Iteration around the draw. With some Surveils, probably. Yeah, you can't play an island in this deck. I think there's no way. My opponent is mulligan to 4. Oh, boy. Okay, playing against Titan, but a Titan on the multi-4 is definitely not the scariest. We're dead. Game is over. Damn it. There's nothing we could have done. Alright. Alright, that's not the worst card to be on top, I guess. Hopefully my opponent's multi-4 is kind of slow. We'll see. Pretty likely to get Delirium next turn. Or I guess we can. I guess not quite and ensure it. Oh, yeah, they forgot to play their second land. they forgot to put their castle back into play. I guess maybe if you just have another Grazer, it doesn't matter. Maybe my opponent is just like, surely Grazer doesn't do that. Surely it doesn't like let you play another land after the ETB. Alright, yeah, double bounce land is a good way to unmulligan for the Titan deck. If you want to play F&M, but no local players play Cascade or any other sideboard cards you like, well, I get this kind of question a lot, but just figure out what your local players are playing and then play sideboard cards for that, that metagame. All right, I think we need to keep that. Okay, hand, bottom, exile, and then I guess I can jump block even if I was. I'll Mutagenic Growth again. And hopefully be rid of these dreadful Shredders. Next turn's going to be pretty explosive. My opponent is very unlikely to be able to Titan this turn. Then it's Castle Garenbrig mystery card. If they're thinking here, we can probably guess their mystery card's not a Titan, unless they're just trying to really sell us, I guess. I think I'm going to try to dig pretty deep for... Oh, well, yeah, I guess I should keep that, because that kills the Dryad. But I think trying to, try to surveil into another Phoenix here is always really important. You just get, so many looks at another Phoenix. Although we have bricked so far. And I guess we'll just keep the iteration for next turn. We're still in very good shape. We're attacking for 9. If my opponent does play a Titan this turn, I guess it's bad if they go Titan and get Bajuka Bog. Although, with my opponent, having just one card in their hand, and they did spend some time thinking. So it kind of feels like they just don't even have the Titan. Yeah, they don't even have it. Okay, it should be good here. Weird game. Weird game. I guess we should dart. Forgot we had the salvaging coming off rebound. A lot of wasted surveils, huh? Another iteration. Okay, that goes to the graveyard. Okay, so we're up a game, presumably. Opponent says easy one. Yeah. They said it, not me. I probably want like 2 Grudge to go with the 2 Magus. I think the Love Darts and Mutagenic Growth. Well, probably can't raise the curve this much, actually. Maybe this is, you know, the Phoenixes like shine so much in like the removal heavy matchups. I don't really feel like they shine that much here. So yeah, maybe I'll just do something similar to what I did last time. This looks kind of good. Turn 2 Connive. I get a mulligan this. No graveyard hate, kind of a slow hand. Or sorry, no Titan hate, kind of a slow hand. This hand has our Magus. Let me go ahead and I think put back the Salvaging. Haven't been keeping up with Moto, but looks like I missed something. Well, you're missing something every day if you're not tuning in to twitch.tv/aspiringspike. I'm always out here grinding, brewing, trying new stuff. Yeah, that's true. Juking the endurances is kind of valuable, although endurance still like is good against my channelers. Has Shredder done anything? It was very good at my testing yesterday. I feel like we haven't resolved very many Shredders so far this league. But I have liked it in my testing in this. I think I want to play this so I can just try to surveil for a land. I have liked it in my testing so far though, and it was very good in the blue-red prowess list that we had too. Right, we were playing blue-red prowess with Shredder recently, and I was very impressed by it there. So I think it just makes a lot of sense to play it in this list where you're still a prowess deck, but you have Phoenix for the added discard value, and you're more resilient to the Murktide decks, which is very, very relevant at the moment, with Murktide just being so freaking popular, thanks to the likes of Andrea Mengucci. Johnson with 8 months, appreciate you. And Nassif too, they've just been playing so much of that deck. Alright, bolt them. Didn't find layer number 3 yet. We have 3 more looks. Oh, there it is. Alright, so now we'll just hold this for blue mana. Iterate this turn to guarantee land for Magus. I mean, Channeler gives me 2 extra looks while not having to blow the iteration. Although I guess the iteration gets worse after Magus. What's in is Urza Saga, a few mystery cards. Basic Force is definitely a card we don't love seeing here. I was supposed to exile my bolts to the relic, not that it's hugely relevant. What brand of wireless? Yeah, I have Bose earbuds right now. We were just talking about how they're broken now. I've had them for a little over a year, I think, these ones. But I've gone through a lot of different earbud models over the year. And I really just need to find one with the longest battery life. That's really my priority, because I like to I haven't found any that just like last like the full 5 or 6 hours for the stream. Like these like last like 4 hours on the dot. Trolling in the deep, 10 months, appreciate ya. Oh, they played the Saga. That's kind of funny. So you can keep the Bauble. So I can deliriously attack this turn. Oh, I can keep that too. AirPods Pro. I used to have AirPods as well. I never had the Pro version, so maybe I'll now that I'm a Pro streamer, I'll switch to AirPod Pros. Beats by Dre. Yeah, those are the ones that YouTubers are always being sponsored to have, right? Or those are Raycons, right. Yeah, I might get the AirPods, but it's also true. Like, I don't have an iPhone, I have an Android, and so like what I really didn't like about the AirPods is like, you lose out on a lot of features if you don't have the iOS software, which was kind of frustrating. Raycon's battery's dog water. I guess we're not getting the sponsorship after all. Yeah, I think I don't want to have Delirium here because then they can just like eat this in combat now. Well, that's an interesting pickup. So we get to connive. So I'm not using... I guess I'm actually just discarding... Well... So they're going to pop the Relic. Then they're going to eat the Channeler. I can Bolt plus Mutagenic Growth, but that just doesn't accomplish that much. Why double blue? Well, I've got a Magus in play, so if I kind of feel like you need to prioritize getting the blue spells cast. I think I'm just discarding the Scalding Tarn, attacking with both of my flying creatures, and then trying to get Delirium off of my double Surveil after the Relic is popped. Which is not super likely, but would be really nice. Could use one earbud for half the stream, and I really dislike the one earbud. I think I'll like swing by Best Buy at some point. We'll figure it out. But the beats is probably what I'll try next. Just have all of them at some point. All right, if I find Delirium, I get to kill both Dryads, which is huge, and Bauble is very exciting. Oh my gosh, yeah. Now we have 2 looks at a land or a sorcery. Which I think is pretty likely. There we go! There we go! We get to kill both freaking Dryads. That's so lucky. And our Channeler lives. Just like the dream. Dream scenario. Dream scenario. Did we upkeep cast Salvaging too? Doesn't... Yeah. Never get the chance. All right, 4-1 first league. Barely losing to the Nightmare matchups. Oops, all spells. Not a trophy, but definitely a very strong, resounding first league with the deck. Let's run it back after we open these chests. I'm pretty happy with the sideboard. I don't think... maybe if I play against Oops, all spells again, then we'll maybe go to like the Leyline of the Void sideboard plan or something.